Good morning, children. Myself, Purnima Dikshit ma'am, your science teacher, is here in continuation with chapter number 10, children. And the name of the chapter is Adaptations, How Animals Survive. So, as you know that in this lesson, you have studied some topics regarding the types of animals, about the vertebrates, invertebrates. Then, you have discussed in my previous video about where the animals live. So moving further with the same chapter, here we are coming to this page, and in today's class, children, we will discuss about the food of animals. And in this, children, this topic we are going to cover certain groups of animals according to their food habits. So please take care of this page and open this page and see to understand the topic which I am going to start today in my class. So children, first, let us see, we can group animals according to their food habits. Children, certainly you must be thinking that how the animals can be divided into different food habits. According to their food habits, how they can be divided. As you know, children, some animals are flesh-eating animals and some are only eating plants. So, we will be dividing them according to their food habits. So let us see what are the kind of groups we are going to study today. Children, the first group is herbivorous animals. Children, second one would be carnivorous animals, then omnivorous animals, then scavenger, and then lastly we will study about the parasite. So children, in all I have prepared the board for you to make you understand the kinds of group divided in animals according to their food habits. So, for this children, we will start with the first kind of animals. Those are called herbivores. Let us see children, what type of animals are called herbivorous animals. So children, animals that eat only plants are called herbivores. Children, remember this. The animals which only eat plants are called herbivores. So children, these types of animals, you must be seeing them around your own society also, few of them. So let us see what other features they have to chew their food. Children, they have sharp incisors for biting plants. What are incisors, children? I think you must be thinking, as you have studied about the teeth previously in my previous chapters. So this is the type of a teeth which these animals are having to chew the plants. So let us see, they have sharp incisors for biting plants and very well developed premolars and molars for chewing food. And these are the three types of teeth they are having, children, for chewing the food. And children, what are the examples of these type of plants? Let us see. The kind of animals are there: horse, cows, buffalo, goats. These are the kinds of some animals which are called herbivorous animals. So children, here in your textbook also you can see these features of the teeth are being given here in your textbook. Just have a closer look at this picture being given here. So children, here are the type of teeth present for the herbivore animals. Here you can see these animals are having these type of teeth to chew the food. Can you see children? So most of them are having molars for chewing the food. As you can see the shape of the teeth being given here in your textbook. Can you see children? So now for all you must think what type of animals we have learned in herbivorous animals. Those are horses, cows and buffaloes. And they are mainly plant eating animal. So moving further children, I want to tell you one most important thing about this animal. Children, these type of animals you must have seen the cow. You know, they keep on chewing the curd for a long period of time. You must have seen, okay. So you must observe these animals around your house if you can to know their food habits. Now we move further children for knowing about the next type of animals, that those are carnivorous animals. Children, let us learn about the features of the carnivore animals. Children, animals that eat the flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Children, see the difference. The type of animals carnivores are, they are eating the flesh of other animals. So those animals are called carnivorous animals. So let us know, children, what are the features of these animals. The animals that carnivores hunt for food is known as their prey. And children, for their food, when they want to eat and when they are hungry, they look around for a prey. What is a prey, children? Prey, the animals that carnivores hunt for food is known as their prey. Okay, children? And then when they catch hold of the prey, they kill it, then tear the flesh and eat it. Clear, children? And for tearing out the flesh of other animals, they are having some kind of sharp teeth. You can see here in your textbook. For tearing the flesh, they are having some sharp kind of teeth here. You can see, children. These are the carnivorous animals. These type of teeth are present in carnivorous animals. Clear, children? As they have to tear the flesh to eat food. Now we move further to know the examples of carnivores. You can say lion, tiger, shark and snakes and many other animals which are carnivore animals. Remember this, children. Clear? Now moving further with the other type of animal, those are known as omnivorous animals, children. Omnivore animals. So what are omnivorous animals, children? Let us learn. Some animals eat plants as well as animals. They are known as omnivores. So children, these animals are eating both. They are eating plants as well as other animals. So let us see the example of these animals. Children, crow, bear and human beings. We humans, not all, but some of them are eating both. Some are eating both. Clear, children? So these type of animals are called omnivorous animals. Clear, children? Next, we talk about the scavengers. Let us see. Before we move on, children, I would like to show you the picture being given here. The kind of picture being given here in your textbook, children, just have a closer look. These are the animal which are tearing the flesh and they are carnivores. Clear? Now we are talking about the omnivores. Children, here you can see the omnivores as these animals are eating both. They are eating flesh as well as plants. Clear, children? So you have known about the difference between the two. So omnivores, it's clear to you that crow, deer and human beings are eating both. Now moving ahead with scavenger. Let us see what are the kind of scavenger animals are. Some animals do not hunt but eat the flesh of dead animals. These animals are taking ready-made food. They are not hunting. They are just waiting for other animal to kill an animal and then they attack those animals and then take that flesh in hand. So such animals are known as scavengers, like hyenas and vultures. Other animals are killing those animals and they are eating prepared food. They are not making any efforts to hunt for the food. So such animals are called hyenas, vultures and hawks. And most important, children must remember about scavengers. Scavengers help to keep the jungle clean by clearing off the dead animals. Some of these carnivore animals, they are leaving the dead animals at any place as their hunger is satisfied. They are no more hungry. So these animals are all waiting for that moment to come and they are just eating those dead animals lying anywhere. So in a way, what they are doing, they help to keep the jungle clean by clearing off the dead animals. So in a way, they are doing some good work also. Now moving ahead with the next topic, children, we are going to talk about the parasites. So let us see the picture being given here in your textbook. Children, here you can see, first you have to see the picture of the scavenger. Here you can see, children, in your textbook, on this page, they are eating the food which are left over by the other animals. So they don't have to hunt, they are just eating those food and clearing the jungle. Now we are going to learn about the parasites. Children, can have a look at this picture. What is being shown here? Clear? So let's see the bed bug, the head louse and the tapeworm. And this child is having lice in his head. So children, let us see what are the features of parasites. Children, some small animals feed on other living beings. Such animals are called parasites. And children, the example for these animals are bed bugs, lice in hair, and tapeworms and roundworms. And these worms are, children, found in your stomach at times. And the living beings on which these animals feed are called the host. Clear, children? You must have got some kind of a stomach ache at times, and you must have gone for a checkup to the doctor, and maybe or may not be. It is due to these worms which are present in your stomach, and the doctor is giving you medicine to just get disposed of these tapeworms present in your body. Clear, children? These kind of worms can be present in anyone's body. Clear to you, all of you? I hope with the help of this video you are able to understand the kind of herbivorous animal, the kind of carnivorous, scavengers and parasites. As you have learned, children, herbivorous are only eating plants, and children, carnivores are those which are eating both. Carnivores are eating only flesh. Children, omnivorous are eating both the animals and the plants. The scavengers, you have learned that the animals do not hunt, they eat the dead animals, they help to clean the environment of the jungle. Then the parasite, those are small animals feed on other living beings. So I hope, children, with the help of this video today, you have learned about the different types of animals which are having different kind of food habits. Go through the video again, children, to learn these features of those animals divided according to their food habits. And I hope you are going to go through the video again and go through the content to know good about the animals and all their features, what they carry to have different types of food habits. Thank you for now. Have a nice day.